Brought to you by the new. Oh shit. Keep forgetting to put my damn microphone. Brought to you by the new Pharaoh's Lounge Kickstarter. This microphone's even working. Even though the Kickstarter technically is over, we're still accepting late pledges. Come on in. Buy some comic books. Let's read the previous 2 pages. Before we start today's class, we are on part 4. 4 classes in, 12 classes altogether for each particular volume of our AracKnight Spider-Man reboot series. Let's do this shit. Page 5, we cut over to another sunset over the ruins of the White House. Caption across the panel reads, "Meanwhile, once the rescued agents have returned to the ruins." Cutting into the central hub, we see a splash center shot of the planned gathering over a makeshift map of Venusville, with all the players of S.H.I.E.L.D. standing around like a game board. We see Nick Fury, Peter Parker in S.H.I.E.L.D. sweats, Tony Stark, who is still outfitted with numerous mechanical devices on his body, an exoskeleton providing healing and stability, similar to Batman's exoskeleton in Kingdom Come. We also see several of Nick Fury's sexy Charlie's Angels agents, Gloria Grant, Shashan, Misty Knight, Colleen Wing, and Katya Klemmer. Captions across the panel, and the girls reintroduce them to the readers. Colleen Wing, a.k.a. Steel Serpent, supposedly from the hidden triad kingdom of Kunlun. Misty Knight, a.k.a. the Hammer of Harlem, former heavyweight champion of the world. Katya Klemmer, a.k.a. Killer Klemmer, former agent of the Iron Curtain. Okay, everyone. Agent Kale is in the back of the tank, and the kid has got the floor. Parker? The underground city is being run by a double agent calling himself the Red Skull. He's the one swallowing up all the refugees. He's the one behind the Gamma Mine. He's using the Gamma rocks to outfit drill bits, and he's digging his way down to the center of the Earth. Is he searching for something, or is this just another maniacal act of terrorism? He's convinced the lost city of Asgard is located in the center of the Earth, shrunken down after Ragnarok and mounted on Hades' throne. He even has a map. And he wants the nanotech to plow the roads for him, before he sets off every earthquake and volcano on the planet. What about the prisoners? What are they doing for food, commerce, energy? The men are stripped down and trained to be grunts and drone workers. The women are separated and moved to either the kitchens or the brothels. Everyone works alternating 8-hour shifts, all in darkness so they never know daylight or routine. Whatever they earn in the mines, they trade in the brothels. The men are kept employed, fed, and aroused. Hardly a prison if you've been displaced by war. There's no meat in their kitchens. Skull feeds everyone low-protein, high-veggie diets. Everything homegrown in his greenhouses. Keeps the strength high and the energy contained. And there's only one way in or out. And a large dip upon the entryway makes for a perfect choke point. Attacking Venusville from the front is mission impossible. Peter hands off a list to Nick Fury. As for currency, whatever Gamma rocks he didn't use for the diggers, he boxed and shipped off to 8 separate locations. I'm assuming the Vulture and the Sandman will be handling the distribution. And you memorized this list. I wouldn't be a good agent if I didn't. Madripoor, Citrusville, Metropolis, Corto Maltese, Hong Kong, Latveria, Kunlun. Where the hell is Krakoa? Nick Fury turns to address his 5 angels. Any of you angels have an issue with making a homecoming visit? No, sir. Good. We have to intercept these shipments or at the very least identify the recipients. Colleen, you head to Kunlun. Shashan, Madripoor. Gloria, Corto Maltese. Misty, Metropolis. Kale is going to need time to heal, so call in Watson and Stacy. Send the White Widow to Citrusville. Send the Red Sparrow to Hong Kong. Clemmer, you take Latveria. Break out the gypsy gear and be careful. Yes, sir. Close up on Peter's awkward glance at Fury. Watson? Stacy? Are you talking about Mary Jane Watson? Yeah, friend of yours? She's a hell of a model, that Mary Jane. Heard she has a thing for photographers. As the angels depart, Fury turns to Stark and Peter to chat about the Red Skull. The Red Skull. You ever come across his ilk? The name was familiar in my father's day. He was the head of Hydra. Not Father's Day, the fucking holiday, you cunt. Let's put it that way. The name was familiar in my father's day. He was the head of Hydra. But all the remnants of that fraternity were wiped out long before the war. Perhaps he was hiding underground when it all went down. Perhaps he's a pretender and a fraud, wearing an old monster mask. That's the other thing. During our opening negotiations, the Skull treated me to a tour of his greenhouse and his gallery, of which the prized piece is none other than Captain America. Close up on Stark and Fury chatting with Peter as Stark holds a set of blueprints to roll out over the Venusville map. Rogers? Was he dead or stuffed? Frozen in carbonite, and in perfect hibernation, according to the Skull. So that is the trade. We give him Dr. O with all the bells and whistles, and he gives us Captain America. In so many words, I tried to negotiate for the release of all the hostages, but he told me they're free to go at any time, and that we have nothing to offer them. Stark rolls out a map on top of a map on top of the map of Venusville. We see salvation projects, space farms, energy cubes, a menagerie of Tomorrowland-style agricultural wonders and tech. And that's where he's wrong. It's time for you to see what all your blood and sweat is for, Parker. We've been blowing out land tracks in the Rockies for years, and telecrops grown with hydroponic renewable energy, refugees trained in construction, farming, nursing, all those giant heaps of Empire City gold. It's not to build back the American Empire. It's about building an American engine, teaching the survivors how to build instead of destroy. We lost half of this country to a useless civil war, but there are many who say that it was triggered intentionally to thin out the herd of an overpopulated kingdom, and that Empire City and all the surviving city-states that benefited from the chaos are just buying away their guilt. But there are people who actually care, Peter, or those who had their eyes open. Fury exits, leaving Peter and Stark alone to go over their plans. Well, I'm going to go arm the Angels. Why don't you catch him up to speed, and one of you get a fresh pot going, because we're going to need a new plan. You really think all these plans can work? It's already working, Peter. We've been populating our salvation satellites for the past year. Progress was going well, until I made a fateful flight to Empire City to negotiate with your mayor, who, again, not a fan of yours. However, willing to open the coffers that we recovered when your friend Dr. O took over the Baxter building, and then I got shot down over the wasteland, and your mayor blew up the sky bridge. With you on it, I'm told. So that took care of all the progress. And until I'm out of this chastity belt, I can't get back to the Rockies. Peter notices Tony Stark is looking down and a bit depressed, so he tries to be sarcastic in tone as he places his hand on Tony's mechanical shoulder and gives it a squeeze. The mechanics react like a reflex, almost catching his hand like it was a weapon. S-effects of the exoskeleton shifting gears and protecting Tony. So, I guess that means I'm making the tea and coffee tonight. It means I'm making the tea and coffee tonight. With a bolt of renewed energy, Tony springs back into his Playboy-style happiness as he slugs out of the room. Actually, allow me, Peter. I'm going to make a pit stop at the medical bay. See if Nurse Liz will change my oil. Don't wait up. Close up on the determined and curious scowl of Peter Parker as he stares off into oblivion. We then see Peter facing off with the Bacta tank that holds the living brain of Dr. Octopus. Hello, Doctor. I'm sure you know this already. I killed Kraven the Hunter. He tried to harvest my blood and organs. He told me we were in a war. He told me we were in a war against death. Like it was a character, an entity. Is that what you're all about? Is this all a quest for immortality? Is it all worth where you are now? I like to think I follow a knight's code, but I also know I don't owe you anything. And yet the gods seem destined to keep you alive. So I just want to know, before we face each other. So I just want to know, before we face each other in eventual combat once again. Not once again. Before we face each other in eventual combat. Before we face each other in eventual combat. Until one of us is dead. What is the Sinister Six? And what does it have to do with me? So he's confronting the doctor, telling him, look, I killed one of your Sinister Six. So what's going on? What's next? Why are you after me? Why are you breaking my fucking balls? And now we set up the next class, pages 7 and 8. Part 4 of our 12-part series of making some fucking comic books. That jerky was spicy. Tried that Dorito jerky tonight. Ugh. You gotta stick with the fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. Makes the good chicken stick. Good late night snack with your little brain protein. And a chipwich. Maybe some pop chips. Sliced pickles. And this here shitty Replenish Zero Gatorade. You just gotta need, you need the sugar in the goddamn drinks. Can't do these sugarless fucking drinks. Although Welch's makes a mean tropical punch. Zero sugar. If you're that type of dude. So everything's built to kill you. All right. Lada pishka, lada pishka, pishka, pishka. Do our little setups. No, they wasn't setups. They was good fighters, but they wasn't killers like this guy. He'll knock you tomorrow, Rock. You know, part of the fun is basically I have no idea where I want to take this fucking story. I know we got to get to the Red Skull. But right now, Nick Fury just can't say, okay, we're just going to trade this deadly fucking weapon, Dr. O, for the body of Captain America. Let's see. What are they sending me here? I'll do that after. Let me be, woman. All right, people are liking my shorts here. Sent a video of a Pharaoh King. Yes, of course. What the fuck? I could all subscribe. There we go. All right, people. I'm trying to work here. Oh, my videos are getting likes. That makes me happy. All right, let's break some fucking comic books. We're going to start, because we got Nick Fury again. So we're going to start with one issue of Strange Tales. Then, of course, we get back to our subscription here. Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel Team Up, Spectacular Spider-Man. The 3 ongoing titles of the 70s were all caught up into May 1979. But before we go back to the present day of 1979, we dip you back to 1965, just because we wanted to start a new title as we bring Nick Fury into our storyline. I'd like to get into some of these S.H.I.E.L.D. things and see if they can help us with some ideas. Because again, I have absolutely no fucking clue where I'm taking this story. That's the whole point of this particular writing class is we're going stream of consciousness, where sometimes you're upset and you think, Jesus Christ, I have no idea what I want to write. We are writing a continuous story where we're trying to do payoffs for shit that we develop, but also develop new shit. And sometimes we pin ourselves into corners, and sometimes we write ourselves out of corners, which is why we do the comic book mining method, where we have no idea what these stories are going to bring up. Sometimes they rekindle some old memories. Sometimes we just see the same fucking stories rehashed over and over again. And we learn to try to bring our own flavor to it, our own taste, to become the superior comic book writers, and then flip them into videos and finish graphic novels and all sorts of shit like that. All right. Find Fury or die. Hail Hydra. I've located the target. He suspects nothing. He approaches the intersection of 59th and Madison. Rush assassin squad to the area. S.H.I.E.L.D. cannot save him now. Look at this guy. He's sitting on a fucking gargoyle. I like this. See, again, I'm glad I took up this new title. All right, so Fury knows. Leader A calling. Prepare barbershop. It's time for urgent haircut. Out. He sees the Hydra hunters. This is where he has to go to the secret location. This is some of that old school 60s fucking like that. Assassin's call be dispatched immediately. Out. There's a fucking... It's an audio chip in the goddamn quarter. Hello, Mr. Fury. Ready for your usual? Checking those hats is my job, Mr. Fury. Wait till the Union hears about this. Here you are, beautiful. Find a home for that lid and then tickle my nails for a while. I want the works today. The works? That means big trouble is on your heels, right, Colonel? I'm not sure, doll, but in this racket, only a meathead takes chances. It's kind of badass. The chair's ready for you, Mr. Fury. And no yakking, pal. I want to try and get some shut-eye while I'm here. All right, so next two customers from Hydra. Use caution. I like this shit. This is the spy shit, man. Hail Hydra. Fury's been cornered at last. See, the best part is we just literally world built with those 8 cities. Hong Kong, Cordo Maltese, Metropolis. We now introduced, and he dispatched 5 of his angels, plus he gave orders for 2 more. We have no idea what Krakoa is yet. We can make that be like some sort of fucking bastion for Atlantis. And what's kind of cool is, again, we've just introduced new cities. So when we want to do more missions with Peter, should we do more missions with Peter? Should there be a threequel? We have all these new cities. All right. The luxurious, heavily guarded building from within Hydra directs the worldwide operation of evil. We find Hail Hydra. Fury's been cornered and lost. So I can't use Hydra because Hydra's the big thing in the Marvel MCU. So I want to use the Sinister Six because they never did it right in the movies. But the idea is you can't just have we're the Sinister Six because of 6 fucking people. That's why Peter even says, "What is the Sinister Six? What the fuck is it all about?" The idea is to make it some cult about immortality, and we see it. Craven, we said, was an older guy. And the idea, of course, is that Dr. Rowe is now like a fucking living brain cyborg, so he really technically has no body. Hand me your hood. I shall keep it until the mission is complete. You know the reason for this, of course. If you fail, you cannot hide from the one who shall replace you. Hail Hydra. With Fury dead, Shield destroyed. This is badass shit. Look at this. The Hydra training. Oh my god, the Hydra training. This is like Spectre. Oh, and From Russia with Love, when they walk the guy to go find Grant, and they walk Rita Klebb through the Spectre training. Oh, they use live targets as well. Oh, I love this. This is cool. I'm glad we brought this in. This is some badass shit. We got fucking jetpacks. We got to use jetpacks. I got to get jetpacks into this fucking story somehow. We just want to shoe shine and manicure, that's all. I can take you right away, sir. They'll be taken all right sooner than you think. They haven't looked at me once. They're trying too hard to seem like ordinary Joes. I was right about them. Say, baby, haven't I seen you somewhere before? Suddenly, the man called Slim presses a hidden button at the base of the shoe shine chair, and his custom becomes an instant prisoner. Same thing happens to this guy. He pulls out the fucking guns. Nice work, gorgeous. Old Nick will take it from over here now. You will remember only what I say. You shot Nick Fury, but you got some info from him before he cashed in. Got it? You shot me. You shot me. All right, so they're using a fucking, a hypno ray? Now you listen, Buttercup, this barbershop ain't SHIELD headquarters. Our HQ is the old warehouse nearby. That's what Hydra has to attack, the old warehouse. All right, so they brainwash him, give him some old shit. The barbershop isn't SHIELD headquarters. It's the warehouse we have to destroy. Hurry, before we can... So they're all faking being dead like Mission Impossible. Actually, they wrote this kind of cool. Everything be learned, cleaned away in a few minutes, Colonel. So far, so good. All right, so he hits the thing. The barber chair goes down to the headquarters. Condition is red. All units, they're going to be closing in on the warehouse. All these motherfucking Hydra guys go in. A complex of electronics computers. They go in, they shoot all this shit up. They go in their super fucking Hydra tank. What the fuck is that? Very cool. That could be Red Skull's fucking, his vehicle. Yes, try the battering ram attack first. Every second counts. We must get inside before we're seen. Wham! The battering ram isn't enough. Nothing can stand our laser ray. So they laser the thing down. They go on in. It's fortunate you ordered the entire area vacuumed and roped off, Colonel. All right, so assuming they're bringing them in for a little booby trap. Oh, look at that. They got the walls. They're going to squish these motherfuckers. What's that sticky fluid? It's hardening like cement. We're insects caught in flypaper. Oh, look at this shit. The Hydra ram aloft so it can use its weapon. It can't rise. Look at that shit. He shot up all this fucking goo. Centrifugal forces. He's torturing these motherfuckers. The streets seem really painted on the outer wall. Oh, they used this in Captain America. That's kind of badass. Meanwhile, back at SHIELD headquarters, you must escape. You must find a way. If the mission fails, I'll be killed. You can't do this to me. We came so close. The Master comes in and kills this motherfucker. I'm assuming the Master has got to be the Red Skull, right? Those who surround you are all armed. Your replacement is not. Pick him out and defeat him, and you shall live. They all have bulges beneath their robes, where they all wear their gun holsters, all except one. I found him. This will prove I'm still fit to serve. You know you cannot trust us. I have my weapon in my palm. So he's dead. Move your hood and step forward. You are the new section leader B. Hail Hydra. It's a clean sweep, Colonel. We got them all. What do you want, a medal? Take him to the process and get that street back to normal. Move. We beat him hands down, but so what? All I got were nobodies. The big fish can strike again any time. I like that. As long as I live, S.H.I.E.L.D. will always be here, because we gotta be here, because it's either them or us. Next issue, Hydra launches its most incredible plan to take over all of Earth. As S.H.I.E.L.D. strikes back, you must not miss it. Now, we can get through Doctor Strange real quick. Oh, is the whole thing. Let's go a quick little wipe through, because I know Clea and Doctor Strange are in the Marvel team-up issue. So we're not writing a Doctor Strange story just yet. We haven't brought him into our storylines yet. But this was part of the Strange Tale, so we'll just give it a quick little brief run-through. We'll appreciate some of Steve Ditko's legendary art. And the beautiful colors of the Marvel Universe. It was such a great universe back in the 60s, with the Ancient One hiding in a fucking cave and Doctor Strange and his scrolls. Oh, we got scrolls. Who made the map? Who made the map of Asgard? Was it Dormammu? And what happens if, let's say, we do get to the center of the Earth? No, I do not believe you. It is another trick. The demon is toying with me again. If you are not the demon, remove my mask and let me gaze upon thee. He blinds Doctor Strange. I shall see it, chance you never get the chance. Already a mystic moves to cover my face. Who the fuck is this guy? Is this more that mindless one bullshit? Ultimate trap. I can utter no spell. I'm stuck in my form. He's got me on the wheel, and now he's Dr. fucking Strange. But the cloak of levitation is going to choke and beat the shit out of him while I sit here looking like the fucking molten man. And the cloak sets him free. That's good. I like the cloak's like his pet. It takes care of him. I cannot fight innocent victims who detect their own pitiful lies. Look at all these Vikings. Oh, we get back to Asgard. Right now, we don't need to know about Asgard. We just know it's lost somewhere in the center of the earth. It's been shrunken down. It's a trapped city. It's a treasure. It's a MacGuffin. From the Ancient One, he has to get the secrets of eternity. He's been chasing eternity. I must dare if we are to survive. The vapors of Valtor shield thee from harm. Vanish to return. The Ancient One. It's always just Doctor Strange goes to some realm, zaps a bunch of fucking people, but this one was kind of cool. His cloak saved him, but he's trying to find eternity. Alright, so we'll get back to that one next time. Strange Tales. The prize is Earth. No, we only do one Nick Fury per class. We don't need to catch up there. Now, did we get anything we used? We got a little bit of who Nick Fury is, which I kind of liked. What is the Sinister Six? And what does it have to do with me? Peter turns around and sees Nick Fury smoking a cigar and observing Peter's confrontation with Dr. O. What did I just do? Okay, by accident. We're having a lot of conversations in this particular chapter, so we got to get to some action. So we have to formulate what the fuck we're going to try and do here. Peter turns around and sees Nick Fury smoking a cigar and observing Peter's confrontation with Dr. O. What is the Sinister Six? And what does it have to do with me? So Nick Fury's going to give him some fucking exposition right here. It's a cult. Colonel Fury. Sorry, I just wanted to take a look. I'm Colonel Fury. I'm sorry, I just wanted to take a look and see if see if you can talk yourself out of pulling the plug. I'm sorry, I just wanted to take a look and see if you can talk yourself out of pulling the plug on it. Pulling the plug on this, pulling the plug on the doctor. You have the power to do it. Do it right now. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I'm not as fast as I used to be. Right now, his life is in your hands. And Peter's got to turn and say, "Can I ask you something? Why are you, why are you doing this?" It seems like the American empire in its current state. It seems like with the American empire in its current state, all the other nations are just picking at the bones. It seems like any of them would hire you in a second. Can I ask you something? Why are you doing this? It seems like with the American empire in its current state, all the nations are just picking at the bones. It seems like any of them would hire you in a second. Are we fighting a lost cause? Are we fighting a lost cause? Cult. Are we fighting a lost cause? Why do I do that? Fury hands Peter a fresh cigar and lights a match. Fury hands Peter a fresh cigar and lights a match for him. Fury's got to decide what he wants to do here. Fury hands Peter a fresh cigar and lights a match for him. Fury hands Peter a fresh cigar and lights a match for him. It seems like with the American empire in its current state, all the nations are just picking at the bones. They're just picking at the bones. Seems like any of them would hire you in a second. Are we fighting a lost cause? Nick will counter with, Nick Fury will say, if you believe that, you should stay with your friend. You should stay with your friend the Skull. Maybe he'll mount you on his wall. If you believe that, then you should stay with your friend the skull. Maybe he'll mount you on his wall. Funny you should mention that. Funny you should mention that. But I'd rather hear about this cult. There's not much more I can offer except there's not much I can offer except the rough details. But you know the goal. Immortality. These men, all 6 of those men who helped build your city, all 6 of those men who constructed your city, all 6 of those men who constructed your city, they should all be dead. They should all be dead. They were targeted and perfectly they were targeted and perfectly filleted. They were targeted and perfectly filleted by the monster they gave birth to. And yet, all of them, well, except Craven. And when his son tried to take his place, does Fury know about all this shit? All 6 of those men who constructed your city, they should all be dead. They were targeted and perfectly filleted by the monster they gave birth to. I don't like any of that shit. They should all be dead. And yet here we are. Looking to trade a mad scientist. Looking to trade a mad scientist whose body who has shed his human body. Who has shed looking to trade a mad scientist who has shed his human shell. And apparently is the key to finding a lost mythical city. And apparently is the key to finding a lost mythical city that's been missing for over 1,000 years. And apparently is the key to finding a lost mythical city that's been missing for over 1,000 years. And in return, I get the possibly frozen body. I get the possibly frozen body of a nearly 300-year-old man, 300-year-old soldier. I get the possibly frozen body of a nearly 300-year-old soldier. Yet here we are, looking to trade a mad scientist who has shed his human shell, and apparently is the key to finding a lost mythical city that's been missing for over 1,000 years. And in return, I get the possibly frozen body of a nearly 300-year-old soldier. Leave another madman with the skull for a face. With the skull, and leave another madman with a skull for a face to run rampant. And leave another madman with a skull for a face to run rampant along the interior of the earth. And leave another madman with a skull for a face to run rampant along the interior of the earth. So you ask me why I do this? Well, what else would you like me to do? So you ask me why I do this. So you ask me why I do this? What the fuck else you want me to do? Nah, he wouldn't say that. Fury wouldn't say that. All 6 of those men who constructed your city, they should all be dead. And yet here we are, looking to trade a mad scientist who has shed his human shell, and apparently is the key to finding a lost mythical city that's been missing for over 1,000 years. And in return, I get the possibly frozen body of a nearly 300-year-old soldier. And leave another madman with a skull for a face to run rampant along the interior of the earth. So you ask me why I do this? What else would you like me to do? Golf? In a somewhat callous move, Peter blows a cloud of smoke towards the back to tank holding Dr. O. So you're saying, how does a death cult work? How does a death cult work? As soon as we infiltrate one, how does a death cult work? In a somewhat callous mood, Peter blows a cloud of smoke towards the back to tank holding Dr. O. I mean, would he do that? That doesn't seem like, I don't know why he's doing that. He hates Dr. O. He hates this fucking guy. This guy tried to like suck out his fucking soul through his fucking head. There's not much more I could offer except the rough details. But you know the goal. Immortality. All 6 of those men who constructed your city, they should be dead. And yet here we are looking to trade a mad scientist who has shed his human shell, and apparently is the key to finding a lost mythical city that's been missing for over 1,000 years. And in return, I get the possibly frozen body of a nearly 300-year-old soldier. I'll leave another madman with a skull for a face to run rampant along the interior of the earth. So he asked me why I do this. What else would you like me to do? Golf? That's near he shut. That's just Fury shutting him the fuck up. So shut the fuck up. I don't take money from other empires. I'm American motherfucker. Hulk Hogan bitch. In a somewhat callous mood. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's do a little mining. I like Fury telling him kind of like fuck off. This is why I do what I do. Gives him a cigar. What's the plan? What is our plan? We need a fucking plan. We can't just trade Captain America for Dr. O. The idea should be is that they have to flip Dr. O. How do they flip Dr. O? They got to promise him something, a new body. So it has to be addressed. Peter has to say, this piece of shit, golf. I like, keep it. In a callous move, Peter, in his hatred of Dr. O, blows a large smoke cloud towards the tank. He's still a kid at the end of the day, All right, but let's do a little mining because we need to make the plan. What's the plan? How are they going to turn Dr. O? Do they tell him they're going to construct him a new body, an exoskeleton, the one that Tony's working on? Or does Dr. O steal the exoskeleton? Or do we show, like Tony upgrading the exoskeleton for the first Iron Man suit? There's a lot we could do here. So let's fucking do it. Let's get a little mining going here so we can figure out where to take this story. Let's mine some fucking comic books. We write comic books for a living. It's what we do. 24 hours till doomsday. Fucking Spencer Smythe. We still have this storyline going. Oh, God, I hate these storylines. And we're still leading up to the whole death of Aunt May, which is a fucking hoax. All right, so they got a bomb. Put a bomb on Spider-Man here and on J. Jonah Jameson. It's not a play toy. It's a glib-tongued dolt. You glib-tongued dolt. It's a specifically created bomb. It's primed to blow in 24 hours. Should you attempt to remove it, then it will explode much sooner. I've given you money, everything. Stand back, hothead. I'll make this pipsqueak start talking. No, Spider-Man, even you can't force me to reveal the secret of that bomb. I told you before, I'm already dying. And all I want to see with my two most hated enemies die before my eyes close forever. That's cool. Look, I've any money, Donnie. I'll pay for the best medical care. It's of no use, Jameson. My condition has deteriorated. Because of the radiation. From all these toys. I've already explained my reasons. My reasons to you. You forced me to create Spider Slayer after Spider Slayer. The plutonium needed to power my creation slowly poisoned me. By the time I learned the tragic truth, I was already too late. But you can't do this to me. It's not right. Jameson, why don't you shut up already? What's done is done. And since I'm not gonna stand here and argue with that maniac, I'm splitting. Wait, what are you doing? You're dragging me with you. All right, so they gotta break this bomb out. So this is an entire issue of Spider-Man. Why the fuck is this guy around? The Fly? They just kind of tossed him into this movie. The Egyptian delegation is arrived from Cairo in 15 minutes. And by car, the trip can take upwards of an hour. The fearsome Fly will arrive at the airport with minutes to spare. Parker, didn't Jameson fire him? Betty, if you can see, you get Peter Parker on the phone. He did, Donaldson, despite I haven't given him an assignment. The only problem seems to be Parker can't be found anywhere. I took a risk overriding Jonah's orders. I pray for Parker's sake he doesn't make me regret it. So, Parker's going to fuck it up, and he's going to get fired. So I like that Jameson's trying to take his fucking mask off, which I always like. You're threatening to drop me, you wouldn't dare. Don't tempt me, pork face. All right, so they got to swing around the city. We already did this where Peter beat the shit out of Jameson. Kurt Connors, thank goodness you're in town. Now, we do have to bring back Kurt Connors at some fucking point. And also, we have to also remember, we have Norman Osborn out there. If we ever need a transition, we could do something with Norman Osborn in the wasteland. Remember, Peter left him. He didn't kill him. He just left him there in the tank. Like he made sure the tank stayed plugged, or he unplugged the tank. He did something. Spider-Man, you and Jameson together, what's wrong? The murdered kidnapper demand me. Time remains. I like that. They show you the time remaining. Don't listen to him, Curtis. He dropped his brain somewhere along 38th Street. All right. I got a reading. Highly compressed plastic explosive. He's a friend, Jameson, something you wouldn't know anything about. Gotta remove the shackle, detonate the bomb. All right, no one move. Spread your legs wide and freeze. Where's Spider-Man? He was seen dragging someone in here. Follow the creep here from the airport. And no one's the wiser. All right, punk, don't budge, not unless you're itching for trouble. And believe me, the Fly is ready for everything. So the Fly's been sent in to do what? This piece of shit fucking sub-hero. Spider-Man kidnapped you? Better believe it, Tower. He and that crimey Smythe put me at the palm of my wrist. Jameson already told you he doesn't have the evidence to hold him. And as for you, Spider-Man, don't have the brains to traipse across Manhattan with a loaded time bomb. Can you remove it? I doubt it is too risky. All right, isolated. Flash is Betty Brant. Peter's picking up his diploma today. I thought we'd surprise him by showing up. Yeah. They're all going to show up and see him. Look at you, Sean and Liz Allen. These are all the hot chicks in our story. I'm actually scared about dating Pete. What if he proposes again? So Mary Jane has a backstory. Now we still got them swinging around the city, pounds of dead weight, punched into the wall, and now the Fly's getting involved. I was wondering if you remember me, James. After all, you created me. You paid Harlan Stillwell a fortune to build up a super being capable of destroying Spider-Man. That's right, we still had another doctor, Dr. Stillwell. We have all these scientists, and Stillwell succeeded, didn't he? In every way I can match and exceed the wall crawler. It's all guys that Spider-Man were paid to take out Spider-Man. If I ever do the Fly, it's got to be the Jeff Goldblum Fly. The first bus to Cleveland by morning. The only place you're going, Webhead, is to your grave. So it's them jumping around the city together while he's fighting the Fly. He's got to fight the Fly while he's shackled to Jameson. They can't take off the bomb. Everyone's getting punched in the fucking head. I like how Spider-Man says, why don't you just give me the money? You think everybody will jump for you because you got money. Well, the Fly's going to have money soon. Piles of it. Enough to make your bank account look like a Bower Street bum's. You'll become a murderer if you kill me. I'm already a murderer, Jameson. I killed Harlan Stillwell. Now I'll kill the man who paid him to turn me into a superpowered freak. I like that. All right, the writing's getting better at least. Even if it's the fucking Fly. And it's interesting that you get Spider-Man and Jameson together. They hate each other. Jameson's pissed because his son's dead. They're all waiting for Peter to pick up his diploma. Excuse me, people. It's almost 6:30. You have to leave. What about our friend's diploma? We'll mail it to him. Rain-drenched Mary Jane. He doesn't make it for the date. He doesn't make it for his job. Cliff, MJ here. Hey, Tiger. How about you give a gal a lift? Down, Cliff. Whatever last hope there was, it's gone forever. Down, Cliff. Good old Mary Jane is never down. Hey, babe, you're looking down. All right, so Mary Jane's getting laid. Run a few tests. They're all drinking. They still got the bomb shackled to each other. 1 hour. We'll never make it. What about Westchester? Only Smythe. Hold it. I'm a grade A dunce. I've said it for years. Jameson, why don't you, I forget it. Totally worth the effort. 1 hour. We'll never make it. Half hour for a tired, weak-limbed Spider-Man to carry an equally tired inmate to the Westchester lab of Spencer Smythe. We're back, Smythe, and we're after you. You hear me, mister? Oh, my aching back, Jameson. Look, don't dare tell me. Smythe wanted to see us die, Jameson. I guess he's failed again. He's dead. Read War and Peace, that voice. Smythe. What's the meaning of this, Smythe? Shut up, Jonah. It's a pre-recorded message. I wanted to watch my two greatest enemies meet their maker, but my strength is rapidly fading. The radioactive poison is coursing through my body. My body is deteriorating, but I shall die victorious, and both of you will perish as well. You got to save me. I'll do anything. Just don't let me die. You've been the bane of my life. Your very existence has served to humiliate me, to make me less than the great man I could have been. I was a good man, once a strong, proud man. Then your worm just slammed me way into my life. You became my private devil, my single obsession, the constant reminder of how weak I am. God damn. We get his sick kick out of watching us die. Smythe kept repeating that he wanted to see us die. He had to know we wouldn't stay with him for 24 hours. So whatever it is, what does it help us? It's got to be a power source, something to electrically elevate the camera and keep the shackle locked in place. If I can find the power source and shut it off, we might be able to remove the shackle and the bomb. All right, good shit. Found the power source. All right, Peter's gonna do some fucking rigging. We're gonna rig the goddamn bomb. The cryogenic chamber. What do I say? Freeze? Bingo. See what's tucked into that corner, dog face? The cryogenic chamber your son John was frozen inside. If that doesn't prove Smythe was behind what happened to John, my son, he kidnapped my son. You killed him, and you'll pay for that. So will you, Sweet Lips, unless I can pry loose this liquid oxygen feed. Almost 200 degrees. They're gonna fucking melt the fucking camera. Bang, bang, boom. The shackles come off. The bomb's still operating. He heaves it skyward. Boom! So close. I was so close. Hey, Jonah, you look sick. Sick, you better believe it. Sick of you and your blasted costume. You did this to me. You brought me to the edge. You could have saved this earlier, but you wanted me to grovel. I fucking love Jameson. You wanted to humiliate me. You want me to grovel, didn't you, Spider-Man? Admit it. You succeeded. You kept on fighting. You risked everything to save us, and I fell apart. You'd see me make a fool of myself, and now you know I'm not half the man you are. For that reason, I gotta drag you down into the gutter, because I can't live knowing. Oh my god. There's a lot there. We're still with the fucking fly. Oh, crap. And we move on to team up, where he's teaming up with Zatanna and fucking Basilisk is back. This fucking loser of a goddamn villain is back, Basilisk. In a callous mood, his hatred of Peter of Dr. O. Peter, in his hatred of Dr. O, blows a large smoke cloud towards the tank. Every time I look at those tentacles. Tentacles. Every time I look at those tentacles, I remember what this piece of shit tried to do to me. We can't trust him with the Red Skull. We can't trust him with the Red Skull. In his current state, his hatred of the human race is probably amplified. Red Skull sets him loose. Red Skull sets him loose in the center of the planet. There's no telling what kind of disasters he can cause. There's no telling what kind of disasters he can cause. And that's where the death cult, and that's where the death cult obsession turns to our advantage. How so? The doctor, the doctor wants to live forever. The doctor wants to live forever. Doctor O's interest. Doctor O's interest in immortality. Doctor O's interest in immortality. Doctor O's interest in immortality has put him on his best behavior. And he knew aiding in the operation on Stark would only benefit his own evolution in the process. Dr. O's interest in immortality has put him on his best behavior, and he knew aiding in the operation on Stark would only benefit his own evolution in the process. And he knew aiding in the operation on Stark would only benefit his own evolution in the process. Point is, he has no interest in destroying the planet. He doesn't want to rule over a pile of ash. So at this point, it's all about negotiating. So at this point, it's all about negotiating and turning Dr. O, along with both Marco and Toombs, and turning Dr. O, along with both Marco and Toombs, into our own weapons. So this is a negotiation. The idea that I'm trying to come up with is he has to offer Dr. O something to get Dr. O to help them take out the Red Skull. This is what I need to convey now in these pages right here without getting too crazy boring with just way too much conversation. But we're trying to just set up some fucking assault. And then we have to figure out, okay, Dr. O gets in there with the Red Skull and cuts loose into the fucking center of the earth. So the idea is they need Dr. O to convince Sandman and Vulture again to turn on the Red Skull. The Red Skull has them as like, he's got them in those gamma collars. They're fucking slaves to him right now. But if he's sending them out to handle distribution, or his hitmen, because remember, we can always transition out to showing those girls on missions, trying to take out hitmen or figure out who's getting these gamma rocks, which opens up our universe even more. Is the hunt for all these gamma weapons, turning everybody into Hulks. We have the Hulk running around. We have Osborn. We got the Hulk. We got Kirk Connors. We can always bring back into our story. We're pollinating our universe. We're creating cities and places for Peter to go as our James Bond. But first, gotta get him out of this fucking White House. 8 pages in, it's all conversation. It's interesting conversation. We gotta get some action. Dr. O's interest in immortality has put him on his best behavior, and he knew aiding in the operation on Stark would only benefit his own evolution. Would only benefit his own evolution in the process. Point is, he has no interest in destroying the planet. He doesn't want to rule over a pile of ash. So at this point, it's all about negotiating and turning Dr. O, along with both Marco and Toombs, into our own weapons. But what else am I doing with them? Let's do a close up into our own weapons. Dr. O's interest in immortality has put him on his best behavior, and he knew aiding in the operation on Stark would only benefit his own evolution in the process. Point is, he has no interest in destroying the planet. He doesn't want to rule over a pile of ash. So at this point, it's all about negotiating and turning Dr. O, along with both Marco and Toombs, into our own weapons. Let's go here. Close up on Peter, pressing himself against the glass of the back to tank. We see Dr. O floating towards the glass so he can also stare down Peter, almost trying to mind meld with him like the aliens in Independence Day. Shit, we could even have like a quick little psychic fucking thing there. We could do that. Close up on Peter pressing himself against the glass of the back of the tank. We see Dr. O floating towards the glass so he can also stare down Peter, almost trying to mind meld with him like the aliens in Independence Day. Shit, we can have him mind meld a little. Peter can even get a little fucking dizzy. All right, good. I made money. Yay. What happened on the cow sheet? Did our guy win? Oh, shit, he lost. Worth nothing. Holy shit, I guess he didn't win, huh? Charles Burkett. The portfolio is worth nothing. He lost. All right, so much for Kalshi. Fuck. So, fucking James J. Collins, huh? It was worth a shot. That's $50 I'll never see again. Close up on Peter pressing himself against the glass of the back of the tank. We see Dr. O floating towards the glass so he can stare down Peter, almost trying to mind meld with him like the aliens in Independence Day. Peter. Stark. The exoskeleton. The exoskeleton. You plan on building him a shield. You plan on building him a shield. Stark. The exoskeleton. You plan on building him a shield. We cut a deal with the good doctor. We provide a body. And in turn, he flips Sandman and Vulture. He flips Marco and Toombs. Pops their collars. And in turn, he flips Marco and Toombs. Pops their collars. And it's a cold day. And it's a cold day in Venusville. Stark, the exoskeleton. Stark. Now, you wouldn't question Stark. You would say, Stark, the exoskeleton. You plan on building him a shield. We cut a deal with the good doctor. We can cut a deal with the good doctor. We provide a body, and in turn, he flips Marco and Toombs. Pops their collars, and it's a cold day in Venusville. And you're not asking for my blessing. And you're not asking for my blessing. Should I have to? Should I have to? You're not asking for my blessing. Should I have to? Where am I going here? Like, I want to go somewhere good. I'm thinking maybe Dr. O can sort of get into Peter's head a little here. Like, almost a bit of a mind meld. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do like a mind meld real quick? Like a kind of like an Independence Day thing? Is that where we want to go? Where Peter's up against the glass now. He's like really just fucking hates this guy. This guy, he's got trauma from this guy nearly ripping his fucking soul out. So now he presses up against the glass to get a good look at the doctor. He really is obsessed with this living brain, and the brain should float up to the tank. We see the back of the tank start to bubble and almost boil as there is a weird, damn it, there's a weird, almost telepathical. How do you spell that fucking word? Is that word? Is there a word? Almost telepathically. We see the back of the tank start to bubble and almost boil as there is a weird, almost telepathically strange moment between Peter and Dr. O. It is almost as if Dr. O is gaining some psychic abilities as Peter gets dizzy while attached to the glass and staring down Dr. O. Should I have to? SFX of the back to tank, bubbling and boiling. Da, 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 da. I, I, uh, I, uh, is there a vision? Does Peter have a vision here? Let's go look at this Doctor Strange shit. Let's see if we give Peter like a flashback or a hallucination. So we show in a panel 6 going to a panel 7, like Fury pulling him off. But I want to show something here. Don't just want to be Peter dizzy and then Fury pulls him off. Something here. Like Fury pulls Peter off the tank. I uh in a hazy mist, Peter and Dr. O have a quick, creepy style mind meld, almost where Dr. O is inside Peter's head for a brief moment. I need something in this haze here, and then Fury could pull Peter off and say, "Look, go see Stark. He's got plans for you." All right, so let's look here. We got to get something creepy in that moment. This might be the issue to look at it with Spider-Man and Zatanna teaming up to save Doctor Strange here. We can even have them in like a quick little moment. Something interesting we could put there. Last rites. This is Chris Claremont. Oh, they got Claremont in here. The Sanctum Sanctorum. Oh, we got Clea. Good old sexy Clea. We got Satana, daughter of the demon, the devil. Both Doctor Strange's disciple and lover. The devil's daughter. And she's here to save Stephen Strange's souls or to kill him. What does she say? Great Agamotto's orb. Gates to worlds untold. Heed Satana's command. Let thy mysteries unfold. Right, what do we got here? Oh, look at that body. Shit. Images flash through Satana's mind as she becomes one with the orb. She sees the 707 bathed in moonlight. Then she sees him turning into the fucking werewolf. What do we got here? I've got a lot of questions about this mess, and nobody's going anywhere till I get some sensible answers. Perhaps if we explain. Somehow I don't think that'll help. What the devil? They disappeared. All right, so Satana brings him in. Oh, she looks good there. Look at this bitch. I gotta get a picture of that for the artists. Oh, shit. Whenever you get a good, sexy shot, you need to take it for your art team. Because we like to pull from the old comic books the vintage style. Because we know these artists were the same horn dogs like us, you know? That's why it works in the business. Why we sell the covers. I know of Stephen Strange curse to save Clea from death and worse at the hands of Silverdagger. He mastered the Shiatra of the damned, and in doing so became damned himself. Marvel team up 76, 77. The prize was always the same, Doctor Strange's soul. I mean, we can use all this Doctor Strange shit when we get into the whole death cult thing. Because again, we have to play into got to get to some backstory of the Sinister Six. That they're a cult. So now we get a little history. So now there's a reason of the Six. Maybe we'll get into it with Tombs and the Sandman. This should end with a really good fight between Peter and Vulture. You know, one should turn, one should stay evil. Sandman should turn good, and Vulture should almost stick around with Red Skull. Or Vulture should just go on his own, should turn on his own. Red Skull should probably get buried in the center of the earth somewhere so that we appear that he's dead, but he's not really dead. Now that his soul stands at the crossroads, he's a werewolf, and he still can be cured unless the moment he tastes human blood. Or kills. If that happens, he is lost forever. All right, so we got Clea, who doesn't really look too sexy in this issue. We know she's sexy. We got her in. Oh, Zatanna's ass. Look at the. Oh, good God. I like the horns, man. It works. Now, we could do a really cool Satana and Red Skull piece. Shit, we could have Satana down there. We could bring her in as a fucking sorceress. So, like, Dr. O could be ready to turn. Nah, we don't have a sorceress down there. We would have seen her already. We got to save the sorcery shit for another story. Unless it helps us develop Dr. O, because Dr. O could turn again. Nick Fury's got to decide what he wants to do here with Dr. O. He needs to come up with a plan to get Dr. O to be compromised and come work for S.H.I.E.L.D. and take out the Red Skull. Few sorcerers have the power or learning to exorcise the demon within Doctor Strange. The Ancient One cannot help. Mary Laveau will not. Only I can save him. Look, she pulls out the old pistol. I will shoot him through the heart with a silver bullet. In the end, though, you must trust me and obey me because you have no choice. And I forgot that fucking Spider-Man's here because it's a goddamn Doctor Strange story. Doctor Strange must be held within a mystic pentagram. I cannot afford the power needed to overcome this natural mystic. They need him to go in and fight with Doctor Strange to get him inside that pentagram. I feel like this is where they got the idea of taking the fucking of when Spider-Man figures out how to trap Doctor Strange in No Way Home. Hear me, lords of the seven gates, who watch the world of men. I call with you the ancient sign by which you are bound to remember and serve. Oh, she's hot. Satana is hot. She speaks in a tongue older than mankind, her hands painting sigils of silver fire in the air around her, her face touched with an unhuman rapture, as she feels white, hot light, pure elemental power, rise upon her spine and consume her. God damn, that's good writing. You know, this is Chris Claremont coming into his own here, making these issues almost tolerable. Forgot all about his chick, Sissy McDaniel. All right, we got the Doctor Strange thing. Doctor Strange is still running around as a werewolf, which I thought would help us with the John Jameson storyline. But right now, I want to give the hint and the tease that they're just going to capture John and try to put him back on ice. But you know it's not going to happen. I don't want to put the werewolf back on ice. If anything, I almost want to have like the werewolf come and team up with them at the end. Like he's like the Hulk, where he's like he kind of gets an edge on his powers. We can use him. We end up having Captain America, the Wolfman. I mean, the Wolfman. Captain America, the Wolfman. We got Iron Man. We got Hulk. Cripes, he's stronger than ever. He's wriggling out of my grip, throwing me off balance. I can't hold him. All right. So the idea is that it can't be so obvious that Dr. O would take the deal and then turn. Like the Red Skull could maybe charm him to turn. I don't want to just kill the Red Skull off so easy. He shouldn't be that easy to kill. But you definitely got to drop somebody at the end of this story. It could be the Red Skull. It could be Dr. O. Red Skull could be the one that could be the sixth member. Because you remember, they lost Craven. Craven is gone. So it's Dr. O. We got Vulture. We got Sandman in this story. So who are the other two members? It's Mysterio and Electro. So what if Dr. O, what if Skull will tell him, no doubt they are trying to get you to turn. And maybe Sandman turns. Maybe somebody turns and somebody doesn't. So that's the beauty of writing this fucking story is I have no idea where I want to take it until we get inspired through the titles that we read. Minding our way through the old Spider-Man stories as Spider-Man fights the fucking werewolf goddamn. What could our Avengers be? If we need an Avengers by the end of this story, let's put our notes in here. If we get rid of the fucking underlines. If we need an Avengers lineup by the end of this storyline, we could have Captain America. Well, it's Spider-Man, of course, would be like the leader, right? You have Spider-Man, Captain America, the Hulk, the Wolfman, Iron Man. Maybe. Because you still have all those other, all the Charlie's Angels out there, all those Black Widows. Spider-Man, Captain America, the Hulk, the Wolfman, Iron Man. If we need it. It would be cool to kind of put an Avengers team together, but the Hulk and Captain America shouldn't be in there yet. So fuck that. You can't just put them on the team. You got to bring them into the fold first. The point is we have, all right, the other characters we have introduced in our universe to catch up to are Iron Man, Captain America, who we're getting back now, Sandman, Vulture, Norman Osborn. Remember, he's still out there. We let him live because he saved Spider-Man's life. Spider-Man hated to do it, but it's a knight's code. He gave him one. He said, "Do not come back to Empire City." So we should catch up with Norman at some point once we figure out what we want to do with him. Is he like the governor in The Walking Dead? Is he hitchhiking? Iron Man, Captain America, Sandman, the Wolfman. I don't want to just have John Jameson caught and put right back on ice. It's a wasted story. Kirk Connors, Mysterio, Electro, because we showed them killed in those footage tapes. The Punisher. We still have all these people we've introduced. Fantastic Four like Lost in Space. And perhaps even bring in Thor later on if we do this whole Lost City of Asgard thing. And all the chicks. We got all the chicks. We could still bring in all the Bond girls. All right, so right now let's get back over here. What does he see? I need something right here and we can finish this fucking page. In a hazy mist, in a hazy midst, in a hazy mist, Peter and Dr. O have a quick creepy style mind meld, almost where Dr. O is inside Peter's head a brief moment. Is it like Texas Chainsaw? Do we want to go horror with it? Do we want it where like it's Dr. O's head on Peter's body? Is it Venom? Is it something like that where it's in a hazy mist? Peter and Doctor O have a quick, creepy style mind meld, almost where Doctor O is inside Peter's head a brief moment. Oh, I like this. Let's do a Venom thing. Finish this issue. Let's do a fucking Venom thing real quick. Literally, Peter like turns into like Venom, tries to bite the Doctor's fucking head right off. Yeah, let's do something really fucking trippy. Spidey catches a glimpse of the figure on the bed. I think I know. I mean, what was Peter famous for? I want to eat your brain. The monster almost killed my new girlfriend, Sissy, that just comes out of nowhere. Where did she even come from? I don't remember this girlfriend. Gotta check on the captain. Zatanna is hot. Let me take one more shot of Zatanna. Zatanna. So I think we're gonna do a strip poker piece. Zatanna, Clea, and Ms. Marvel. Old school fucking comic fans. If this guy, I got my guy Junior Maya in Brazil. He's working on the Baxter strip poker piece now, which is Thundra, Tigra, and Sue Storm. I think it's no, it's Tigra, Medusa, and Sue Storm. And if that sells and it works out, and we're gonna do this one next. Enter the circle through this gateway. Forgive me, Spider-Man. I was deep in meditation. Or a Wong and Clea. Flames all around us. Do not be afraid. The circle is a psychic wall. Opening it, I cannot. Oh, she's evil. Satana, I did what you asked. I brought the doc back to you. Beyond that, what I can do, I'm a superhero, not a sorcerer. I don't think we bring in sorcerers until the next story. The AracKnight rises. We gotta bring in the sorceresses and this dark shit. Oh, yeah. All great spells must be cast by a balanced power. Male and female, intellect and strength. You and I form that balance. Oh, she wants to fuck him. While I battle on the astral plane to free Strange's soul, you must keep his physical form within this circle. He will fight to escape, but at all cost you must hold him. For if the circle is broken, our lives, our souls are forfeit. All right, she's got to hold him. While she goes and says all that crazy shit, opens her mind to the universe, the spirit springing into the infinite reaches of the astral plane, like a hunting falcon, eager for prey. Dude, this is cool shit. See, we got some good art out of this. All right. Fucking Marvel team up every now and then delivers, especially they got Chris Claremont on it, so you know it's getting better. I like this. I like these pictures. It's that trippy ass art. They seek to crush me by physical force alone. Because I can actually have Satana and Clea, and like I can send them some cool Ditko shit. I can have Renato work on a fucking cool piece next. I'll be vulnerable when I reach their last line of defense. Their demon sorcerers. There, ahead of me, within that crystal casing. My goal, Doctor Strange's soul. Look at that. So near and yet so far. She powers up. The resistance is stiffening. It's taking me more and more strength to gain less ground. All right, so she's out there. There's all these demons are coming at him. He's out of web fluid. All these demons are trying to feel her up. Trying my best, but it's busting loose. She screams, if I'm to save strange and perhaps humankind, I've no real choice. I think I've known that from the beginning. It's my entire life from this instant I appear on Earth as a succubus. Vampire Tales #2 has led me to this moment, this decision. Raw power explodes across the ether. Done it, but before effort left me so weak, and set Strange free, as Satana summons every erg of energy, every scrap of knowledge within her. Glowing like a newborn star. Oh God, what does she do? Releases the demon which dwells within her. The basilisk. Oh, this fucking cunt. This stupid villain. Oh shit. Thy spirit be wounded into death, Satana. Not yet finished. Oh, they draw her sexy, man. She smiles the basilic voice, dry as old bones, yet slimy like ancient maggots, fills her being, consumes her, long as it served her will. Now it has struck her down. She is not surprised. She sensed from the first that her life would end like this, with a choice life Or death, evil or good, for an instant time stops, then laughs. With her death, the basilic, the sinister demon which was intrinsic part of her innermost being, has died. Satana, born to evil, has found the good within her. She had learned to care, to love. Master, why is it Zatanna is drawn so fucking hot and Clea is drawn so fucking ugly? Was that on purpose? Oh, get the ass shot. Doctor Strange is safe. Zatanna's life for mine. She was the devil's daughter. Why would she sacrifice her life for yours? I like that. The other prompting her to help those she came to care for. She made the face turn. May the Vashanti grant her soul peace and freedom. Oh, Spider-Man wants to feel her up. Only then, when my time truly comes, I meet the Reaper half as well as she, with even half of her courage. Satana Hellstorm, born 1955, died 1979. Look at this. They gave her a whole funeral and everything. No way to treat a lady. All right, we got my idea, though. We got it. What is the team up next? Spider-Man and Black fucking Widow. All right, but I got what I wanted here. In a hazy Miss Peter and Dr. O have a creepy style mind meld, almost where Dr. O is inside Peter's head for a brief moment. This is interesting. No, it's not interesting. What is this? Dr. O. This is new. This is new to me. And quite fascinating. Unleash your hatred, Parker. Unleash your hatred, Parker. It fuels me. Oh, yeah? Well, how about this then? Well, how about this? Oh, yeah? The creepy, almost where Dr. O is inside Peter's head for a brief moment. Their faces are hazy, but for a brief moment, for a brief, trippy moment, we see a face almost melded onto the living brain of Dr. O. This is new to me and quite fascinating. Unleash your hatred, Parker. It fuels me. Oh, yeah? Well, how about this? I like this. In a gorgeous, trippy style shot, Peter morphs into a Venom style creature, and his large fangs and tongue wrap themselves around the living brain of Dr. O. In a gorgeous, trippy style shot, Peter morphs into a Venom style creature, and his large fangs and tongue wrap themselves around the living brain of Dr. O. I like this. Oh, yeah? Well, then how about this? I don't want to see Peter's face. I want to see living brain of Dr. O as the Spider-Man mask on Peter's face is on Peter's face. Oh, yeah? Well, how about this? Oh, I love this. Remember how Venom would always say, I'm going to eat your brain? Yay. Oh, you fuck. God, I hate when I fucking do this. It's such a fucking waste of fucking time. Right here, stupid. Here we go. Venom. I'm going to eat your brain. We gotta do it in caps. I'm going to eat your brain. Oh, yeah? Well, how about this? I'm going to eat your brain. What are you barking at, retard? Stop. Stop barking at the neighbors. Let the neighbors have a private sex on the terrace. Whoa. The hell was that? Nick Fury pulls Peter off the tank. SFX of Peter nearly collapsing into Fury's arms. Whoa. The hell was that? Boom. Perfect. That's the end of the page right there. Let's move to page 8. Just a great ending for that page. And then you can cut to. Whoa. The hell was that? We can cut the fucking Norman Osborn of the Wasteland now. Unless we want to do it, let's just end. We can end the title with that. Because we're just going straight to Peter getting a new suit from Iron Man. I mean, is it a full on assault? What does he have here? He's got Dr. O, Iron Man. Remember, Tony's not 100% yet. We can have him working on the suit. Just that open heart surgery. But Peter's also been down there in Venusville for a couple of weeks. So we got page 7. We need page 8. Just keep our one little paragraph of notes here now. We'll move this to page 9. So that our notes are always here. Why do you have to fucking do that? Can't you just do your fucking job? There you go. All right. I don't like doing transitions for no reason. All right, so we just did, whoa, the hell, we just did a fun little mind meld. So now we've introduced a little something where Peter's hatred, or maybe just hatred in general, Dr. O has this living brain. Remember, he's been mutated. He's been radioactively blasted. He's been fucking shot at. He's got a bullet in his fucking skull there. But he's been experimented on a mute. This is a mutated living brain, right? This is our horror element here. And when Peter went up there, Peter's hatred almost gave the doctor a little fuel, like it made him stronger or amplified abilities. And we have a great ending with what the hell was that? So we either have to come out of this scene and then come back, and Peter's maybe working with Tony Stark. Remember, what do we got? We got Kirk Connors. We got John Jameson, the werewolf. We still can introduce the idea of maybe the Red Skull is able to turn the tables and get Dr. O to work for him. And the idea could also be that when they're leaving with the captain, Red Skull could try to pull some shit. With Red Skull, I don't think Red Skull would be there at the negotiations. He would have his men doing the job for him. Red Skull could be a robot, a Doombot. No, we don't want that. We could definitely have the Red Skull could escape and they could destroy Venusville. and bring all those people. That could be our ending, is them liberating Venusville. We can kill the Sandman here, possibly. We get a good fucking shootout something. What is the plan? Dr. O frees his two minions. And they take out the Red Skull. You can have a scene between Skull and Dr. O. No doubt they have already had to try and got you to turn on me. Nick Fury loves to deal in lives. So Skull can have a hatred for Fury. Something. Or a hatred. Remember, he said, I shall have my vengeance. His vengeance could be for Stark. Power could be the one that gave him that deformed face. The sins of the father must be carried out by the son. That's why I kept you prisoner. So what do we do with page 8? First, I need some water. So let me play a new video for y'all while I go get some water. To show you all the new videos from our channel. When we figure out page 8. So I like where we're going. Set up a little thing here. Trying to set up a showdown. For new subscribers. Let me show you. Let's show the trailer. Videos. Oh, well, this is the part. Might as well show it. Okay, so let's show this part. Here we go. I go get some agua fria.
Spider-Man fans need to see this twisted wasteland where Peter Parker works for Nick Fury. Tony Stark is dying from radiation poisoning, kept alive by machines and ice cream. To save him, Peter must recruit Dr. Octopus, who is now just a living brain floating in a tank. The mission takes Peter undercover into a subterranean city called Venusville. It is a brutal camp guarded by the Sandman and the Vulture, but they aren't pulling the strings. The real boss is the Red Skull. To prove his absolute power over this broken America, the Skull shows Peter his ultimate prize. He has Captain America frozen in carbonite mounted right on his wall.
See? Good shit. Back right in time.
It's all about the feelings of inferiority you've been carrying with you since high school. That's the real crap.
Shut up. All right. Where are we? We did this one. And now it's two spectacular Spider-Man. So we try to figure out what we're going to do with page 8. Fury just pulled him off. He just had a quick little mind meld situation, which gets us a nice transition. And now we can lead to the trade. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. And I have to say, not a fan of this title. I have hated every minute of this carry-on story. The only thing that's been interesting about this is the Mary Jane, Betty Brant hanging out scenes. Because you know me, I love three-ways. Oh, we finally going to know. Oh, yeah, he said, I charge you with the cold-blooded murder of Gwen Stacy and Professor Miles Warren. So this has got to be, what, a failed White Tiger, Carrion's henchman, Dexter, or Darter, whatever the fuck. Oh, I hate this fucking character. All right, here we go. Miles Warren died attempting to avenge your murder of Gwen Stacy, Insect. I've been cleared of that, ratbags. The whole world knows it was Green Goblin who murdered Gwen. Except Professor Warren, who loved Gwendy, that's why he cloned her. And as the Jackal, used Gwen's clone to entrap me, but he came to his senses at the very end, and the official version has it died a hero. Well, I guess the Jackal's still alive. Will not accept it, Walcrow. With Warren dead, yours is the only truth to survive. Yet I know he thought you might try to kill him when he confronted you with your crimes, and he was right. I don't get you, Carrion. You don't even know my secret identity that no one should know. But your information's flawed. Otherwise, you'd know that Professor Warren was also the deadly Jackal. We haven't used the Jackal yet. They haven't used him in the movies yet, either. Who's this asshole? So they're fighting in the old gymnasium. White Tiger comes in with this other imbecile. Because they've been trying to give this guy the rub. This imbecile with a rub with the fucking secret amulet. We can use that some other time. Fingers tip lasers. Oh, how I hate this title. Red Death Carry on, acid foot fucking prince. Oh, just jump in the water and end this fucking stupid issue already. Like a sadist who's happy in his work. I guess so. Miles Warren should have destroyed you, but what is your connection to Miles Warren? Are you Miles Warren's fucking son? Could you just tell us already? Because I hate this fucking title. I hate Spectacular fucking Spider-Man. This is why I didn't read it as a kid, because it was fucking terrible. Trying to find something redeemable here. But again, we had the Betty Brant shit going on. But it's really just them giving a rub for the shittiest D-list fucking heroes. Like the fucking White Tiger in his stupid white fucking suit. We give Spider-Man a cool white suit, maybe. Your master attacked Hector Ayala as well as Spider-Man. I have my own score to settle. Oh, good God. Oh, God. Carrion and this other guy are tag teaming. We still don't know why this imbecile is after Spider-Man. His touch of doom. Please, touch yourself and jerk off with your fucking touch of doom. And just jaw. You stink. I hate you. You suck. This issue sucks. Everything about this fucking issue sucks. Carrion, what do you want? Just tell me what the fuck you are already. You see how they dragged this garbage out? Is this another agent we could use? Awilda Ayala discovers her brother's absence. Get the fuck out of here. Danger again is the White Tiger, and then this idiot Hector Ayala is done. The two fucking the tag team partners are fucking fighting, and Carrion's still dragging this imbecile around. Loathe the name Peter Parker, knowing you're responsible for the murder of Gwen Stacy. What is your connecting to Gwen Stacy and Miles Warren? He knew you would be killed, so he ensured that his hatred would not die with him, passing it on to me. You might say that I lived because you live, Parker. Okay, so who is he? Who cares at this point? They drag it out. Bad dream. A violent murder come back to haunt you. I am the dead. Walking again. I am vengeance. Judge, jury, executioner. Fool, you still can't guess the awesome truth. I am the living clone of Professor Miles Warren. Of course you are. You fucking suck. I hate clones. Fucking clone story. Really? We're doing this back then too, huh? Even in 1979, they were still pitching fucking clone shit. I got nothing out of that fucking story. Do we want to just jump right now? Okay, he told me he's gonna fucking do the exoskeleton. Do we show Tony Stark in the Iron Man suit flanking Peter? Remember, all the agents, all the girls have been sent out, so they cannot go to Venusville. Is Nick Fury going to Venusville? We gotta go trade the body now. Is that what we're doing now? We're gonna go right to the trade. Should Nick? All right, so Nick Fury will go there, right? And you got Sandman and Vulture will be there to make the trade. You even have a camera there. See, is your boss watching? And they could even shoot or drop a bomb or something to try and kill Nick Fury. They can even say they even kill Nick Fury, but of course it's a life model decoy. You know I like the life model decoys. No, because that's two Iron Man 3. It's two Iron Man 3. We want to use it. We did the robot cyborg with Dr. O already. Remember when fucking Osborn in AracKnight 3, Osborn shoots him out of the sky with the drone hawks. He falls and plummets to his death, and it's all the nanobots that are inside his body. So we did that already. But again, life model decoy could be fun. It could be fun. So I'm thinking, are we going straight to the trade? Nick Fury pulled him off the tank. He explained the plan. Explain the plan right fucking here. It's all about turning Dr. Rowe, along with both Marco and Toombs, into our own weapons. Stark, the exoskeleton. You plan on building him a shield. We can cut a deal with the good doctor. We provide a body, and in turn he flips Marco and Toombs. Pops the collars, and it's a cold day in Venusville. And you're not asking for my blessing. Should I have to? We see the back of the tank start to bubble and boil, and almost as there is a weird, almost telepathically strange moment between Peter and Dr. O. It is almost as if Dr. O is gaining some psychic abilities as Peter gets dizzy while attached to the glass and staring down Dr. O. In a hazy mist, Peter and Dr. O have a quick, creepy style mind meld, almost where Dr. O is inside Peter's head a brief moment. Their faces are hazy, but for a brief, trippy moment, we see a face almost melded into the living brain of Dr. O as Spider-Man mask is on Peter's face. As the Spider-Man mask is on Peter's face. What is this? This is new to me, and quite fascinating. Unleash your hatred, Parker. It fuels me. Oh, yeah? Well, how about this? In a gorgeous, trippy style shot, Peter morphs into a Venom style creature, and his large fangs and tongue wrap themselves around the living brain of Dr. O. I'm going to eat your brain. Nick Fury pulls Peter off the tank, SFX of Peter nearly collapsing into Fury's arms. Whoa, what the hell was that? Now, page 8. Meanwhile, 24 hours later. So what basically Peter deduced that exoskeleton that Stark is walking around in is what they're going to give to Dr. O. Are they going to give it to him now as they bring him to Venusville? Is he just still a living brain? This is a dangerous chess move. We could definitely show off the first Iron Man suit. Yeah, let's just get to the trade. Until we want to know what we want to do with Osborn, showing him in a refugee camp or something. Eventually, we'll have to catch up to Norman Osborn. He's too interesting of a character to just leave out here. But until we know what we want to do, not yet. All right, let's do some mining. Let's get to the negotiating part. Who's going to this? Is Fury going to go personally? Or is it Peter Parker going by himself? I would assume it's Fury. And even like you said, it can even be addressed. Like Red Skull can even say, "Is that really you, Colonel Fury? Or am I talking to a life model decoy?" Out of respect for the captain, mein Fuhrer. Guten Tag. What was it again in French, right? Google Translate. The Red Skull. La Cavera Roja. No, it's French we liked. Le Crane Rouge. No, wasn't there something better? Latin. Latin we liked. No, not Cranium. Le Crane Rouge. The Red Skull. Was it Spanish? La Cavera Roja. Le Crane Rouge. Oh, I might as well just open the fucking thing. Oh, wait, no, it's not here. Le Crane Rouge. Red Skull. Was it the end? Yeah, the end of 3 is where he meets him, yes. Get me to the end, all the way to the end. Negotiate. Le Sèvres Rouge. Le Sèvres Rouge. Le Sèvres Rouge. Guten Tag. Le Sèvres Rouge. Was it German we liked? Now I'm curious as to which fucking language I liked. Ah, fuck you. Le Sèvres Rouge. The redhead. Just get that in here. All right, you can X that out. Le Sèvres Rouge. All right. Let's finish up this fucking stupid fight with the fucking fly. The wings of the fearsome fly. Oh, God, kill this fucking asshole. Does he know I'll never get any sleep till I find out? Does Jim Jameson know the truth? All right. His middle fingers curl inward, activating the web shooter hidden beneath his glove. He was attacked by Jameson with the shackle and the bomb of the fly. No time to fight the flying foe, so the fly is still around, but he says he's got a big deal going on. What's he planning? Full page banner how I stopped Spider-Man. It rings, it sells, it'll sell papers. Even though it's not the truth, Robertson, I'm beginning to wonder where your loyalties are. Something bothering you, Joe? You don't like it here anymore? Has the Globe offered you a better job? They have, but I turned them down. He's playing cagey. Why, hello, Parker. I always enjoy speaking with my ex-employees. Robbie told you I had you fired, didn't he? Fired? I didn't know. Joe, it seems our friend Parker doesn't know that I had him canned. Jonah, I thought you were being a bit hasty. I gave him one more chance. Well, you did. We'll have to speak about that later. All right, Parker, let's see the photos. Where are they? I don't have them. I was busy. Let's see if I have this straight now. You don't have the photographs, Mr. Parker. Mr. Robertson assigned you to take over at my orders. They'd be the Egyptian delegation photos, the same delegation that was robbed by a costume creep called the Fly. The same Fly who attacked me and Spider-Man, of course. Right. Now all the ground has been laid, I have 2 brief comments I wish to make. 1, join me in my office, Robbie, and 2, get out of here. You're fired. You're fired. This is when Peter ends up working for the Globe. Robbie, I came into it, but don't bother, Parker. You begged for an assignment. I disobeyed Jenner's orders, and I gave you one. Gave you a chance, and frankly, you blew it. Stepped on a limb for you, and now Jameson may cut the whole tree right from under me. Fuck you, Peter Parker. Want some advice, Peter? Say nothing. This mess might just blow over. Hope so, Glory. Frankly, I need the job. Then what happened, Pete? Why did you blow the pics? Long story, I don't have the stomach to tell you. And Dutch with Don't. It won't be hurt. So Peter's got to go work for the Globe. Strange thing about the robbery, the only thing the Fly stole was a standard ticket to attend the King Tut. So what I'm thinking is, I don't remember this story, but I'm thinking is Spider-Man will go beat the shit out of the Fly, and then take the pictures, but instead of giving them to the Daily Bugle, he'll sell them to the Daily Globe. Perhaps the Daily Planet. See, if I was running DC comic books, I would literally have a daily podcast called the Daily Fucking Planet. A daily DC show where you're just talking about comics, talking about comics you're working on, storylines, movies, rumors, what ifs, whatever the fuck you have to do. And they don't do it. DC is run so fucking badly. All right, but enough of that shit. My dream is to run DC fucking comics. James Gunn seems to be fucking it up, so hopefully I can take over at some point. It's not here. Somebody's looking for it. Is this the Fly looking for some stupid shit in the Egyptian exhibit? What's he looking for? What's our new MacGuffey? What's the MacGuffey do? What does it open? What's our treasure? I'm the Fly at the museum. Jeweled statues. What does he want? Noisy smoke bomb? What is he getting? What is he taking? World's been dumping on Spidey since I first made the scene. He's swinging around, crashing through windows, pulling guns on him. The Fly's trying to get away. He's got a score to settle. And then he cracks the Fly in the fucking face, throws him into a wall, flips around, kicks him in the fucking stomach and the chest, gets back. The artifact, no, he doesn't. The Fly's trying to get away. Spidey webs his fucking face, beats him up, sticks his ass on an obelisk. Cleopatra's Needle. Looks like a good hitching post to me. The Prison Express doesn't leave for another hour. He beats the shit out of him, jokes, this isn't funny, smacks him into the wall. This must have something to do with maybe losing his, he snatched the Dresden out. Stealing the Tut exhibit was only a ruse. I had a date with Mary Jane last night. I blew it. Don't bother, Pete. Frankly, I'm not interested in hearing apologies. Do me one favor. Forget you know my number. Yeah, Peter sucks. Betty, am I glad to see you? Yeah. You had us all worried you didn't show for your diploma. What are you talking about? I was surprised. The whole gang was waiting for you more than 2 hours. Oh, shit. Ned comes in and cracks Peter in the fucking face. Wow. I don't care whose fault it is. You're my wife. You have no business hanging around this creep. Ned Leeds just punched Peter in the face. That's it. I've had it. Fire from the bugle. Mary Jane shuts me out. Now a creep. Well, you're an asshole, Peter. You never fucking do anything right. Suddenly the Fly gets elected. Rage. Oh, he's going to beat the fuck out of the Fly at least. So now he's going to search the city for the Fly. Does he find him? Dozen sources. Grab his Fletcher. I want a word with you. This Peter man's been looking for you. Listen up close. Ooh, I like this. Spider-Man's been here looking for the Fly. Now listen close. Your name is cropped up from a dozen sources, Fletcher. Everyone says you ran errands for the Fly. Where does he hide himself? Where am I going? Oh, here we go. Meanwhile, in the offices of the Daily Globe, you buzz for me, Mr. Bushkin. Yes, hold on a minute, Sandy. Parker's still not answering. Listen, KJ Clanton wants the Parker kid from the Bugle working here. What KJ wants, KJ gets. Go to Parker's place, wait for him, convince him, get his tail down here. I've got a first assignment just up his alley. If you're wondering what the first assignment is, look no further than the Fantastic Four, number 207, you fuckers. Gonna make me have to read all the way through the Fantastic Four. From the day my merchandisers told me to bug off, everything's been turning sour. My whole life's crumbling around me, and I can't seem to hold any of it together. Aunt May's in the oh fuck off. He's just bitching and complaining. You're whinging. You're whinging, Peter. Just beat the fucking Fly up already. We got the Fly. Shield was right. The Gizmo stopped him cold. All right, Shield did the job. Yeah. You wanted to smash him. Mine. Mrs. Parker, you haven't told me how do you like our little home. Oh, is she gonna get abused in the fucking rest home? Oh shit, this was the burglar. The burglar's finally going to get his, huh? He's the guy that killed Uncle Ben. Never let the black cat cross your path. Oh, we get first black cat. All right. Well, I don't know what we got out of that issue, but let's see. Let's start the trade. Okay, so we cut to the base of the Appalachian Mountains. We cut to the base of the Appalachian Mountains at the entrance of Venusville. Caption. Across the panel reads, Meanwhile, 24 hours later, Meanwhile, 24 hours later, the deal is about to go down. We cut to the base of the entrance of Venusville. Just as the dawn sets upon the East Coast. I like that. Caption across the panel reads, "Meanwhile, 24 hours later, the deal is about to go down." Not 24 hours. They need more time to prepare. 48 hours. "Meanwhile, 48 hours later, the deal is about to go down." Because how long would it take him to prepare the doctor and transport him? We cut to the base of the Appalachian Mountains at the entrance of Venusville, just as the dawn sets upon the East Coast. Caption across the panel reads, "Meanwhile, 48 hours later, the deal is about to go down." All right. Closing into the valley, we see Sandman we see the large shield cruiser parked at the wide base of the valley. We see Nick Fury flanked by Spider-Man. We see Nick Fury flanked by Spider-Man as they stand next to the large covered roving tank apparatus that houses the living brain of Dr. O. They are waiting. They are waiting for the other side of the trade to show up, to make their entrance. And they make their entrance. Closing into the valley, we see the large shield cruiser parked at the wide closing into the valley, we see the wide base of the canyon. We see Nick Fury flanked by Spider-Man as they stand next to the large covered roving tank apparatus that houses the living brain of Dr. Octopus. They are waiting for the other side of the trade to make their entrance. Remember, what kind of tech does the Red Skull have? It should be somewhat limited. You can have Toombs and Iron Man fighting in the sky there. Maybe we have just a really cool, just one-on-one fight between fucking. I mean, is that a waste? Did we do that here? They have to have their one-on-one. Spider-Man and the Vulture have to have a one-on-one fight. I don't know if I want to do it here. Because it could just be Sandman dropping off the body and that the Vulture is somewhere else. Maybe the Vulture's not it. Maybe the Vulture's delivering Gamma Rocks. We got the Shield Cruiser parked. We see Nick Fury flanked by Spider-Man as they stand next to the large covered tank apparatus that houses the living brain. They're waiting for this. Are they waiting? Should they just fucking be there already? And is it just going to be the Sandman? Is the Vulture? He's on holiday. They're waiting for the other side of the trade to make their entrance. Or are they there already? Are they there already? Stark and we can definitely have Iron Man in this scene in the silver suit. Just like a cool makeshift jetpack suit. Yeah, waiting for the other side of the trade to make their entrance. Waiting for the other side of the trade to make their entrance. Trying to figure out what to do with this here. Closing into the valley, we see the large shield cruiser parked at the wide base of the canyon, where we see Nick Fury flanked by Spider-Man. I like this. But is it just going to be Sandman or Sandman and Vulture? Is Vulture delivering gamma rocks? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. He's on holiday. Where's your better half? He's on holiday. Now, Vulture could be making deliveries. Vulture could literally be the guy in charge of delivering these fucking gamma rocks. Or not, because if he's got the gamma collar on, he's got no fucking powers, or his powers are subdued. So nah, he shouldn't be making the He shouldn't be doing the deliveries. Red Skull wouldn't trust him to do that. Not yet. He wants them there. He wants them close. They're his henchmen. Nick Fury flanked by Spider-Man as they stand next to the large, covered roving tank apparatus that houses the living brain of Dr. Octopus. They are waiting. Okay, good. We hear a voice. We hear the voice of the Red Skull off panel as they are arriving from Venus, from the base of Venusville. So Fury can say to Spider-Man, "Is your spider sense picking up any snipers? Is your spider sense picking up any snipers?" Nothing unusual. He has drone cameras everywhere. He has drone cameras everywhere. But his tech is definitely limited. But his tech is definitely limited. And then we'll hear Red Skull off panel. "Is that really you, Colonel Fury?" Or should he call him Commander? "Is that really you, Sergeant Fury?" "Is that really you, Sergeant Fury?" Give him a little Sergeant Fury shout out. "Is that really you, Sergeant Fury?" Okay, I like this. This is okay. We see the arrival of the Red Skull's trading posse. In front, we see the Sandman and the Vulture, both outfitted with their gamma collars. In front, we see the Sandman and the Vulture, both outfitted with their gamma collars. Behind, Sandman is hauling a chain, a large chain over his shoulder. And behind the chain is a rail car holding the covered body of the covered carbonite case, holding the frozen body of Captain America. Yay, we're doing a trade. Is that really you, Sergeant Fury? Oh, that's what I need. I need the camera. And at the center, frozen body of Captain America. The rail cart is flanked by armed hitmen. All dressed the same. And at the center of the posse, we see a floating drone camera displaying the image of the Red Skull live streaming from his subterranean office. Is that really you, Sergeant Fury? Or am I talking to a life model decoy? Is that really you, Sergeant Fury? Or am I talking to a life model decoy? Or am I talking to a life model decoy? I like that. So Nick would say, what's Nick's line here? Or am I talking to a life model decoy? Of him. Or him. Is that really you, Sergeant Fury? Or am I talking to as a life model decoy? Out of respect, I came in person. Been a long time. Le Sevre Rouge. Le Sevre. Been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. Out of respect, I came in person. Been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. It's been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. It's Colonel now. It's Colonel now. What do your titles matter? What do your titles matter? You know you are fighting for the losing side. You know you are fighting for the losing side. Well, at least I know where to come. Well, at least I know where to come. Well, at least I know where to come to once I lose my job. Well, at least I know where to come to once I lose my job. I will save you. I will save a shackle. I will save a platinum shackle. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. I like that. Out of respect, that came in person. Been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. It's Colonel now. It's Colonel now. Well, that should be first. No, it shouldn't, because the line he says to him, been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. It's Colonel now. What do your titles matter? You know you are fighting for the losing side. Well, at least I know where to come to once I lose my job. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. I like that. I like that. Got some back and forth. Is that really you, Sergeant Fury? Or am I talking to a life model decoy? Out of respect, I came in person. Been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. It's Colonel now. What do your titles matter? You know you are fighting for the losing side. Well, at least I know where to come to once I lose my job. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. Okay, so now they got to do the trade. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. I want to do this trade. I want to get this thing moving. This has been a lot of conversation. The entire fucking issue is just going to be one big long fucking conversation. But now we have to have a showdown. We need to have a showdown. Red Skull, Sandman, Vulture. The collar's got to come off. Either Dr. O is actually going to turn and help out S.H.I.E.L.D. in exchange for that exoskeleton, or Red Skull's going to charm him, and they're either going to find the lost city of Asgard together. Point is, now we got some shit going on. Now we got some negotiations, some double agents, some turning. The idea is Red Skull's got to be smart enough to know that they're going to get him to turn. Anticipation. What have they promised you? A new body. You help me find the lost city, and I will put you at the head. You will be a king. I will give you full control of the city and something. Skull's got to seduce him too. This is the great part. This is seduction. You know, the AracKnight, the living brain. Someone's got to go. We definitely have to kill We kill in the first one in the AracKnight. Spider-Man kills the Chameleon and he kills Kraven. So this one he's got to take out the Vulture. I think he's definitely we got to take out the Vulture. We got to make it good. Maybe Sandman, but definitely Vulture and possibly Red Skull. Or Red Skull can get one of those like ambiguous kind of deaths where like it's really cool and fucking looks pretty brutal. But the idea is we might see him again. Maybe he falls into Asgard. Maybe he gets buried in the center of the fucking earth. Maybe he gets found by the mole men. There's a lot we could do with that. But someone's got to go. This is a Bond. We're making Bond movies. Not everybody can walk out of here. I will save a platinum shackle just for you. You know, the idea implying he's going to make him his slave. Or am I talking to a life model decoy? Out of respect, I came in person. Been a long time, Le Sevre Rouge. It's Colonel now. What do your titles matter? You know you are fighting for the losing side. Well, at least I know where to come to once I lose my job. I will save a platinum shackle. Just for you. I like that. So now we got to do the trade. Maybe we got Stark out there in a suit. The Widow's been shot. And you're next, Spiderman. No way to treat a lady. All right, we got good old Natasha Romanoff. We could always bring her in too, man. Streets around the Bugle building are deserted for a beautiful redhead. What if you had Satana, Mary Jane, and Black Widow? You know, just a hot new redhead poke around. That's ridiculous. How could a school teacher from upstate New York be friends with a big-time Big Apple's? What does she have, a memory loss thing now? She's fucking teaching. She doesn't realize she's a secret agent because she's what? She's had a memory loss. I can't stand when they do the fucking memory loss and the fucking memory wipes and the fucking brainwashing. She's playing scared, but she's actually kick-ass fucking Black Widow. She's gonna fuck everybody up. But Spider-Man's gonna come and save the day. Smash some fucking heads together. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Oh my god, what have I done? I didn't realize I'm so fucking strong. It's me, Black Widow. Holy shit. I don't realize I'm the Black Widow. Oh, I hate these fucking stories of lost memories and brainwashing. It's like they do it in every fucking issue. Can't remember, not where I live, where I am in New York. My life is a total blank. Total amnesia. Oh, fucking Christ. You're the Black Widow. Just put the fucking sexy fucking suit on. Oh, show her. Ooh, hello. Do we, oh, I love when they tease. Look at that shit. Natasha Romanoff, Nancy Rushman, same initials. Like a second skin. Now, again, we can jump to at any point. If we ever want to do a transition page, you could show the widows catching up to whoever's getting these rocks. Literally just have little cutaways to like Gloria Grant and Corto Maltese. You know, you could have Shishan and Madripoor. And we could figure out who's getting these deliveries. We can have some cool villains that show up here, cross-pollinating our universe. I've been trying, but nothing. This is all a fluke of some horrible sadistic joke. Oh god, I hate this issue already. With fucking Shield Strike Force. What do we got here? They're playing for keeps. Spider-Man, what's happening? Why are these women attacking us? So Widow and Spider-Man gotta get away. We got the Shield Strike Force. We got hot chicks. Everybody's shooting. He's got to hit the flying fucking cruisers. He's got to swing with the good old Black Widow. My students won't believe this. You know, I don't believe this. You're a teacher, huh? Oh, God, she's a teacher. I was a teacher. I'm teaching now. This is a writing class. Yeah, with this fucking issue. I can't stand amnesia, and the cops are after you, but the fucking shield cops are after you too. He tries to defend himself, but it only makes it worse. The three chicks beat the shit out of him. Natasha jumps into the fight. She whips a little ass too. I haven't brought her into the story yet. Nick Fury in the flesh, wall crawler. You and me have known each other a long time, Widow. I wish it didn't have to end like this. Wow, he just shoots her right in the fucking stomach. I have my reasons, kid, and none of your business. Just like that, no explanation, no remorse, just like that. And Fury shoots fucking Spider-Man. Val, you come with me. The rest of you clean up this mess. Next, Slaughter on 10th Avenue. Why'd they get shot? I like to be using Nick Fury here. Slaughter on 10th Avenue. Boomerang's in here. Silver Samurai. We got a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And yet, we're stuck here. Reading this piece of shit next. Peter Parker, the fucking spectacular Spider-Man. Motherfucking wonderful. I will save a platinum shekel just for you. But I will save a platinum shekel just for you. Yeah. But I will save a platinum shekel just for you. But business before pleasure. Have you brought the doctor? Have you brought the doctor? Fury motions to Spider-Man, who removes who opens the tank apparatus to show the Bacta tank holding the living brain of Dr. O. Have you brought the doctor? Tank. What? This tank has enough what? Has enough gas? Has enough fuel? This tank this tank this tank, what does it run on? This tank this tank should be good. This tank should be good for the next several cycles. But at some point, you will have to replicate the fluid. The doctor has the equation. The doctor has the equation. We have provided all up-to-date tech that keeps the doctor communicating. The transcriptions will be up to you. I don't know if I like that. Fury motions the Spider-Man, who opens the tank apparatus to show the back of the tank, holding the living brain of Dr. O. This tank should be good for the next several cycles, but at some point you'll have to replicate the fluid. The Doctor has the equation. We have provided all up-to-date tech that keeps the Doctor communicating. The transcriptions will be up to you. Do you have my super soldier? Do you have my super soldier? This tank should be good for the next several cycles. But at some point you will have to replicate the fluid. The Doctor has the equation. We have provided all up-to-date tech that keeps the Doctor communicating. The transcriptions will be up to you. Why would he say the transcriptions will be up to you? We have provided all up-to-date tech that keeps the Doctor communicating. The transcriptions will be up to you. Do you have my... fucking say it. The transcriptions will be up to you. Saying, like, we're not giving you the tech to write all that shit down. You gotta write it down. We have provided all up-to-date tech that keeps the Doctor communicating. The transcriptions will be up to you. Do you have my super soldier? Sandman yanks the chain of the cart over as the flat carbonite bed comes to a smashing halt. SFX of the cart coming to a screeching stop. Nah. Comes towards the rest of the posse. Sandman yanks the chain of the cart over as the flat carbonite bed comes towards the rest of the posse. SFX of the rail car coming to a slight screeching stop. Okay, Red Skull will say, "This is the crown jewel of my collection. This is the crown jewel of my collection. But no doubt worth the infinite knowledge. But no doubt worth the infinite knowledge and expertise of Dr. O. This is the crown jewel of my collection, but no doubt worth the infinite knowledge and expertise of Dr. O. Take care of my prize. Take care of my prize. The crown jewel of my collection, but no doubt worth the infinite knowledge and expertise of Dr. O. Take care of my prize. Take care of my prize. As Fury turns his back to the drone camera, Red Skull gets in one last dig. Colonel Fury, before you go, I do hope your patriotic sense of justice. Before you go, I do hope your patriotic sense of justice. I do hope your patriotic sense of justice before you go. Colonel Fury, before you go, I do hope your patriotic sense of justice will encourage you to plan to invade and liberate. I do hope your patriotic sense of justice will encourage you. I do hope your patriotic sense of justice will encourage you to plan to invade and liberate my little sanctuary. Before you go, I do hope your patriotic sense of justice will encourage you to plan to invade and liberate my little sanctuary. I do hope to replace the captain on my wall. I do hope to find a more valuable replacement for the captain. He doesn't say on my wall. Before you go, I do hope your patriotic sense of justice will encourage you to plan to invade and liberate my little sanctuary. I do hope to find a more valuable replacement for the wall. For the wall. So he's taunting him. One last dig and taunt. As Fury turns his back to the drone camera, Red Skull gets in one last dig and taunt. Colonel Fury, before you go, I do hope your patriotic sense of justice will encourage you to plan to invade and liberate my little sanctuary. I do hope to find a more valuable replacement for the wall. Panel 7. Panel. We're going 8 panels a page now, man. Fucking loving life. This page is done. Just about done. Let's go through Spectacular so we don't have to fucking start there next time. Isn't it fun when a page comes together? All right. Without turning to look at the skull on the camera, instead, we have to have Nick Fury smoking a cigar. We see Nick Fury smoking a fresh cigar. Always smoking a fresh cigar. without turning to look at the skull on the camera. Instead, Nick Fury puts his cigar out. Instead, Nick Fury puts his cigar out. Instead, Nick Fury jams his lit cigar into the control panel of the drone. The drone short circuits as the skull is laughing and taunting Fury. SFX of the drone short circuiting from the cigar, from the lit cigar, burning the controls. Boom. So no words there. Nick Fury just puts the fucking cigar out. Without turning to look at the skull on the camera, instead Nick Fury jams his lit cigar into the control panel of the drone. The drone short circuits as the skull is laughing and taunting Fury. I like that. All right, need one more line and this is done. Oh, God damn it, do I hate fucking Carrion. And Carrion is a clone of Miles Warren. Your former biology teacher, the man you killed when as the Jackal he tried to bring you to justice for the murder of Gwen fucking Stacy. Shatter your daydreams, that's screwed up all the way back. Professor Warren had gone crackers. Oh, God, why would they bring this fucking guy back? And it is insanity that is cloned into me. I was born hating you, Parker. The dead men from my cells. Oh, God, just finish this fucking stupid issue. Who trashed my apartment? Someone who had preferred trashing you, Parker. You really okay, Pete? The dead walk, Parker. Crimson graffiti with the red dust. Hector Ayala. Dust to dust. Vanished only to reappear soon after. Our game resumes, Parker, with the death of the final victor. The fight inside the gymnasium. Oh, God, do I hate this fucking character. He extracted a cell sample from himself and injected it into a waiting clone casket. Here we go. Then, as the Jackal, he went off to confront you. He never returned. That single cell began to divide. A new Professor Warren began to grow within the casket. But something went wrong. The casket refused to open. The process continued. The body reached old age, died, yet still the fluid kept it alive. And then this unsuspecting graduate student by the name of Randy Vale stumbled into Professor Warren's laboratory and unsealed the clone casket. So I choked his ass. Oh, yeah, you suck, Carrion. The clone casket. Oh, he touches fucking plants and elements, and the plants grow, and then the rat dies, and this fucking costume. Then he made this guy his fucking assistant. Ugh. Why would you bring this story back? Injected into the protoplasmic pre-clone, a primitive amoebic ancestor of Peter Parker. And it has all of your power, Parker, but none of your humanity. Oh my God, it's an ectoplasmic fucking clone. Spider amoeba. Just please get this fucking stupid issue done. I hate Spectacular fucking Spider-Man. I have a feeling we're just never going to use this fucking stupid issue because there's just, I mean, just this whole fucking title. I hate this title. It's always the stupidest fucking stories. Everybody's dead. Everything is this ectoplasmic monster. There we go. That's what it is. An ecto fucking plasmic monster. Stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Why can't they let us jump issues of this particular fucking run? Because I hate Spectacular Spider-Man. It is the worst, stupidest fucking Spider-Man title ever. I mean, I'm sure there'll be plenty more when they hit the actual Clone Saga and fucking Hector Ayala. This guy just shows up to literally just get his ass kicked. Every time you see this fucking stupid character, he's on the floor. Carrion daughter, he could have been. Okay, everybody this guy touch turns to skeletal form. They just get really old. That's what happened when Carrion touches you. He's like fucking famine. Ugh. Did Carrion die? Please tell me Carrion's dead. Can't reach him through the flames, for the spider amoeba is upon me, oh god. You know he lived. You know he probably killed the spider amoeba. Because why would they kill off Carrion? Such a really cool fucking hero. Night of the Iguana. Well, it's Peter Parker's first day of grad school. Good for you, Peter. Christ. Okay, we done with the Iguana. Why? Why this fucking title? Either way, let's get our last line in. The class is done for the night. Nick Fury jams his lit cigar into the control panel of the drone. The drone short circuits as Skull is laughing and taunting Fury. As Fury and Spider-Man depart, we see a cool, somber shot of Sandman and the Vulture reunited with their boss, Dr. O. We see them touching the tank and appreciating the return of their leader. Okay. Let's go, kid. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's go, kid. Let's go, Spider-Man. That's it. That's the fucking page, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's go, Spider-Man. I like that scene. We did the exchange. We got to the exchange. We're not wasting any fucking time. We did some exposition. We did some backstory. And we made the trade. Dr. O for fucking Captain America. So now they're going to bring back Captain America and unthaw him. And now Dr. O has to put his plan in motion. And we have to introduce the idea that maybe Red Skull anticipates this and offers Dr. O something better. And that will be what we take into our next class when we do part 5. This is pages 7 and 8. Part 4 is done. May fate and fate decide your fortune. If you like these classes, then of course buy a book on the new Pharaoh's Lounge Kickstarter. Peace, love, and war. All that shit in between. How is it every class is 3 hours?